I kind of had the realization that life is just extremely repetitive, and most people kind of just do the same thing over and over again, which I know a lot of people will say that's a pretty bad thing, but I think it just really depends on where you are in life right now. I mean, if it's somewhere that you like and you're enjoying it, yeah, I guess doing the same thing over and over again can be good, but if you're in a position where you don't really like where your life is going, I can understand why you think that is something really bad. Anyway, I have no idea why I decided to bring this up, because this actually has nothing to do with what I'm actually here to talk about. So, just pretend that I didn't say that. Because today we're here to talk about the time where one man saw a mysterious hole in the middle of the beach, and he thought to himself a meteor fell from outer space and created the hole, and he just found a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Something so special that anyone who is interested in space will dream for, to find a real-life meteor. That's the equivalent of finding an extremely rare item in an RPG, but in real life. And also, this is just another example of me looking back in my notes of video ideas that I planned to do, and this is just one topic that I wanted to talk about months ago, but I never did. So I'm just gonna go and do it right now. But, just like every story, let's start at the beginning. And it starts with this video right here, with the man finding the meteor.
Tell us, what was your reaction when you came across this?
Complete shock, to be honest. I was walking along just with the dog and came across the impact site. Fortunately enough, I love space and exploration and astrophysics, so I was a bit surprised when I saw it, but I knew immediately that it was an impact site. And then lo and behold, right in the middle of it was the rock.
Tell us about this rock. What about it made you think that this has to be a meteor strike?
So I noticed by the way it came in and where it was landed, it had created the big mound around, so that was everything from the inside that was blown out. But it's just the actual weight of it and its density. You're definitely going to have to get it checked to see what it's made of.
And tell us about the markings on it.
So across here you can actually see the way it's just scoring. So that would have happened as it's coming through the atmosphere and it was burning up. So that would have left the mark here before it made impact.
Okay, so let's just all remember just how extremely confident this guy is on this is a meteor. That is the only explanation that he can come down to on why this random hole is in the middle of the beach. It's definitely because of a meteor drop, which, even though I think a lot of us know the ending to this tale, this is something that even made no sense when I first saw this video, because how in the world a meteor falling can create this perfect of a hole? Because this straight up looks like something you'll see in like an anime when two characters are having an absolutely crazy battle and someone gets punched down in the ground and it creates like this perfect hole. I am positive that if a actual meteor fell from space, like from outer space, and blasted on the surface of Earth and landed onto this beach, I don't think it will create like a perfect hole, especially on the sand. I'm pretty sure it will look pretty messy. And this is something that I 100% don't know, so I probably shouldn't say this, but we are on the internet and spreading misinformation is something extremely cool. I'm pretty sure if a meteor did fall from outer space and land on the beach, would it create glass? Because it's going to be extremely hot. But I guess as the meteor is falling down from space, I guess the sky will like cool it down or something. If you can clearly tell, I know absolutely nothing about how space works, so I'm probably just yapping. But hey, that's something that me and this guy have in common. We don't know literally anything about space at all. But either way, if you thought to yourself, wow, this hole looks extremely suspicious, you are correct, because the news ended up coming out literally only a couple hours after this news report ended up going live, and a bunch of people ended up gathering around this area to see the meteor strike. The world ended up learning that, oh, a meteor didn't fall from space, it was just a bunch of people on the beach having fun, and they decided to dig a hole.
Now, finally, this lunchtime, the mystery of the hole on the North Dublin beach has apparently been solved, denting the hopes of a local space enthusiast who had hoped it was the site of a meteor strike. But footage emerged last night of two men digging a hole on Portmarnock Beach. Local astrophysics buff David Kennedy was startled by the discovery and thought a rock he found in the hole might have come from the skies above. Today he says he's disappointed, but he's still getting the rock analysed in the hopes that it wasn't a completely fruitless discovery.
Hate to spoil the story for you, but it was a completely fruitless discovery. This was just a completely normal rock. I'm not gonna lie, I actually do feel feel extremely bad for this David guy, because as you can see from the first video, he was extremely confident that he found something extremely rare. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a meteor fallen from space, and he was able to pick it up. I mean, he was able to gather groups of people talking about look how cool this is, just to reveal that it was a couple dudes just digging a hole. I'm gonna be honest, if I was in his position, I will not be able to leave my house at all. Just imagine how embarrassing that is, because I know for a fact I'm getting extremely parasocial right now for a dude that I don't know, but I'm just gonna continue. I'm positive he probably told his friends about this discovery and they were extremely hyped up, you know, maybe posted on Reddit so a lot of people may have believed it, just to know that it was just a lie, it was just a hole. And you can tell that he's still gripping on, maybe, just maybe I found something extremely cool, maybe this rock might actually still be a meteor, which also means all the things that he ended up telling the news reporter on why he thinks this was a meteor was just completely wrong. Extremely wrong. Anyway, that's it. My name is Lua. This is just something that I want to yap about. You have a good day or night. See ya.